Okay, so I'm Ruchit. I am an EC engineer. I'm a 2021 pass out. I worked as a network engineer for 2.5 years. It's a job domain related to my education. I was college placed as well. After 2.5 years of job, I thought of of changing my domain to a software developer domain. So I joined Crio. I took the Merge Tech course, and right now I'm working in a startup called Baby Steps, and I'm working as a full stack developer over there. As I mentioned, it was a tech domain earlier as well. There were multiple reasons, some of them personal as well. But mainly, I had friends. A lot of of my EC friends are working as a software developer in many companies. So I had to talk with a couple of them, and I asked them what they do on day-to-day basis, and I just got interested in like doing that. So I have done some coding in my college time as well. So I got to know about more what they do in day-to-day work, and I felt like no, I should try this out. I feel like I would be good at it, and hence I wanted to switch my career domain. The main thing that is I had a friend. I have a friend actually, who upskilled himself from Crio, and he told me he was one of the friend who told me we had many conversations like how is jobs in software world, or what is the work over there. So he referred me to Crio. So I had some assurance from him. He was doing he had joined Crio 6 months prior to me, if I'm not wrong. So he had some exposure, and he assured me that the teaching and everything is good. So that was a serious plus point. Apart from that, as you mentioned, I went through several websites. I at most or probably I attended all of their what you guess the initial meeting or something, like where they explain you how their education structure is and everything else. And I was more inclined towards Cryo. The person who reached out to me helped me answer all my queries in a very polite and effective manner and stuff. And I felt like Cryo would be what you can say a proper way for me, or a better way for me to upskill. Education, the upskilling journey, the manner in which Cryo has well structured the stuff, like they have curated sprint very well. Uh, for me, for someone like who has not who has stopped studying for past 2.5 years, because I worked for 2.5 years. So they are structured from the basic level only. All the sprints are well structured, I would say. You get great projects to do. They provide great support over there. DSA as well, it's great. I would say, I have mentioned that this many times, that more I would say, because most probably when you are stuck in DSA, you have to you can ask in the DSA sprint, but the technical support is bit to nothing. But yeah, overall, I would say the sprints are very well managed, and the support of the sprint manager or the point of contact is very well. In my case, I would say, like initially, as I mentioned, after 2.5 years of doing a job, like from morning 9 to 6 doing a job, when you switch over, because I quit my job after 2 months, joining Cryo after 2 months, I had some confidence that no, I want to do this primarily. I want to focus all my energy in this. So initially, it was a bit troublesome for me, because I was not the same guy I was in college, because to learn that much, to give 8-10 hours a day to learning and doing the same thing again and again and again. So it was a bit tedious, but you have to overcome that in order for you to upskill yourself. In order for you to learn something new, you have to put in the works. Also, DSA, many times many mentors told us that you have to practice it 2 hours daily, no matter what. So that was a hard challenge. That was a hard habit to form. But yeah, so initially all these challenges I faced, in early stages, even I felt sometimes I felt like no, I'm maybe I made a mistake. I cannot do this. I'm not smart enough or something like that. But yeah, It's someday the code doesn't work, the code breaks. Another day it's an easy solution, you get it working in a half an hour or an hour. So yeah, you just have to work on and on and on. You just don't quit. Yeah. So most probably in my 9 or 10 months journey, all these sprints that I attended, uh, most of the times I got to interact with different mentors. I guess only once or twice there was a case that a mentor who teach the previous sprint is teaching this sprint as well. All the mentors are very well knowledge, because they are working in some good companies, some cream layer companies. Also, most of them have excellent teaching skills, I would say, because knowing something and you are able to deliver it to a couple of other people over a video conference, that is also a very challenging task. So all of most of the mentors, none came come to mind specifically which I felt like, no, I don't understand, or they are not good at explaining, or maybe they are not for me or something. But most of them I felt like, yeah, they are making the hard task seem a bit simple. They are breaking stuff in smaller context and teaching them. So yeah, also the support whenever you ask, as the mentors should be, whenever you ask a question couple and more, one or two or more times, they always try to be patient and answer them to your conviction. So yeah, it was pretty great. Yeah, there was feedback and everything, so that if you are not able to, not happen to me, but if you are a bit shy or not able to ask or convey something to the mentor in the class, you can always do that in the feedback section as well. Yeah. So I would say what usually I like to do is, I personally don't write too much notes. That's a wrong thing at my part. But what I do is, I write down anything unobvious, because obvious things you would remember, you can answer them, or you can answer them a bit wrong, a bit not much explanatory, and it would be fine. But the unusual things, if I find piece of code, a piece of JavaScript code that amuses me, or that is tricky, yeah, it applies some concept that I've learned somewhere else, that cannot be asked directly, but it can be asked in this type of manner. So I used to keep notes of this much stuff. So whenever I used to browse around the internet very much. I used ChatGPT very much. So I try to find questions like this and prepare for them for basically 2 hours or 4 hours before the interview. If I'm letting know that tomorrow is the interview, I would do only the set of questions. Also, Crio provide lots of questions for you to study, lots of mock interviews as well. So there is never shortage of any questions. The tricky part is for you to choose which are necessary. And I would say that anyone or everyone should always find what things that are tough for them, that can be different for everyone, or what things they find tricky, and note them down or go through them before going to the interview. Same as well for DSA. I write in a VS Code only. I have made hundreds of code for DSA, and I have made them in folders. So if I want to see a code of error, because I'm not going to solve 10 or 20 questions before the interview, I won't have that much time. So all these solutions that I have done prior, I would filter them out. I have sort them accordingly. So when I'm going for an interview, I would pick 1 or 2 questions of each section of an array, or of an hash map, or a what you can say map, or anything like that, for that manner. And I would just browse through them. So it would give me a bit of confidence that all these questions I've solved, first thing. Second, for all the topics I've done 1 or 2 question revision. So for DSA I used to do this. I find it very helpful.